Inside of this hard case, we're going to find the first edition of the DecaMove direction sensor for virtual reality. Now, what does this direction sensor do? Well, you clip it to your belt, and this sensor can tell VR games in which direction you're actually facing. So for most VR games, if you look to the left and then press forward, you're also going to walk to the left, but probably you want to move forwards and just look there and not move there. And this is exactly what this sensor does. Now, DecaMove is being done by the same company that is doing the DecaGear VR headset that we're all looking forward to, and it's kind of cool to check out their first hardware here. So, in this video, I'm going to unbox this and I'm going to check it out. So, absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video because all of this goodness is coming up. Welcome back again here to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ank, and this channel here is all about virtual reality. I'm bringing you independent XR reviews of all the headsets, of accessories, just like this one here, and you're getting the latest news in live stream. So if you're into virtual reality, absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. And now let's check out the DecaMove. Now, this is the hard case that it came in, DecaMove Bloggers Edition, and well, I believe they mean YouTubers with this bloggers. Let's open this up, and first of all, a little card with the download link for the software, and this here, this is the DecaMove. This version is still 3D printed, so the final version will look a bit better than this. But here the main thing is to check out if it works or not. So it has a USB-C on top and a button that I just pressed, and then you will see this yellow LED which can also turn to blue and red if you charge it. Now this is the USB dongle that goes into your computer, and there's also this antenna here for a better connection to the DecaMove sensor. Let me screw this on here, and now it's ready. So let's check out the software and the installation process. This is the website where you download the software, and again, very nice website. They really know how to do websites and design. This is how it looks after you've installed the software. Very tidy, very polished. All your VR games are in this list, and from this list, you have to start your games for the DecaMove to work. But before, you have to install the devices, and therefore you go to the Device tab, and I have just input the dongle, and now I click on the DecaMove itself, and also here we hear this, and yeah, this was real time. It was so fast and simple to install this. So now to the games. I'm in population 1 here, and this is the calibration process. See my pose here, and then in VR you will see calibrating complete, and then on the bottom you have this indicator which shows in which direction the sensor is actually pointing. And yeah, it's pretty cool because then you can see, okay, is there any drift or is it still correctly calibrated? Alright, now we're here in the game, and let's check out if it works. Yes, it does. So I move into the direction that I'm actually facing, and now I can look back and shoot back while I'm still moving forwards, and I'm still pressing the thumbstick forwards. So there's some enemies behind, and I want to move away from them, and I can still simply look back and shoot, and I'm still moving away from them. So that is pretty convenient. You don't have to change the direction on the thumb pad. What I'm doing here now, I'm doing some skiing here. Just wanted to check out if actually it does follow my hip movements. And yes, it does. It does work. So let's check this out with some enemies. And I've prepared this here for you. Enemies are coming there. And again, I'm looking back, but still moving forward and still press the thumbstick forwards. And yeah, as you can tell, it also works here. And I believe this is the use case for this, right? You're moving forwards and you're looking to the sides, shooting at some enemies, still looking forward without moving towards them. Alright, so now let's check out the next game. And for the next game, I chose Half-Life Alyx. First of all, again, calibration. So this kind of pose, calibrating, and then the calibration process is complete. As you can tell, calibration only takes a few seconds. So now I'm moving forwards and I'm looking at these tongues, these long tongues here, and as you can tell, I can look at them and I'm not moving into them, which is nice. So that is one thing that works here. But anyways, this guy still got me here. So what about having free locomotion based on controller on your hand, right? This is also a setting that you can do in most games, so it's basically the same, right, you might think. Well, but what about if you need to wield a weapon in that hand that controls the direction of your movement? Then you have a problem, so it's nice that your direction is decoupled from your hands and your head. And just now I did it again. I was moving forwards while looking back over my shoulder and shooting at the enemy. In a game like Half-Life Alyx, I don't think this is going to give you a competitive advantage, right? Because this is not really competing, it's just following the story. But I would say it does give you more immersion because it's simply more real that you do have to turn if you want to move into another direction, right? So before I was just standing around moving my thumb, but now I do have to turn in real life. I'm forced, just like I am forced in real life, to turn my body around if I want to move in another direction. Now recently I also played this part of Half-Life Alyx with another accessory, with the Cat Loco S, an accessory where you have to walk in place in order to move around, and I also like this. And when I was playing this here, it kind of reminded me of that feeling. However, this is a nice combination of just using your thumbstick for moving around and having to turn into the right direction. And honestly, this is like more relaxing than having to walk in place the whole time. So this is a nice compromise of these two locomotion techniques. Next, I want to have something a bit more competitive, and that's why I started up Pavlov. Again, the calibration process, no problem at all. And here we go, more action. And here I also want to try out like here. Now, looking back and shooting at the enemy while you move forward. And again, it does work just as advertised. Now, if this will actually give you an advantage, you have to find out yourself for your playstyle. I cannot judge that for you, but I can tell you that this simply works as advertised. And yeah, it works pretty well here, as you can tell. Now, after I've killed all these zombies, let me show you that technique again with the water dispenser. Here's the water dispenser, and I'm going to move away from the water dispenser, looking back, shooting it, while still moving away from the enemy or here the water dispenser. And yeah, that is the advantage of this here. And one more test. This time I'm in Boneworks and I don't go into the game here. I'm just simulating the thing, walking forwards, looking to the side, shooting enemies, and still moving into the direction that my body faces. Simply works as advertised. And you know what? I could believe that people new to VR could also find this more natural than moving where you look at or where your hand points at. And then I was simply moving around in circles just to get a feel for it, and you know what? It just feels better than simply moving your thumb pad. So I could believe that I personally could get used to this. Alright, so this here is the DecaMove, and it does work exactly as advertised. It does decouple your movement in virtual reality from your head movements and also from your hand movements, and it couples it with your body, where your body is facing. Now, if this is actually something that I would want, I cannot tell you right now. I've just tried it here for the first time, and in this video, I simply want to tell you, does this work as advertised or no? And I can tell you, yes, it does exactly what it does. Also, what I really like is the calibration method and the software. Everything is very polished. So for the calibration, you just do like this, and then you get calibrated, and well, then your forward direction is correct. Now, is there drift? Yes, there is drift, but it's not crazy, and you don't have to do it all every 5 minutes or so. No, it's not like this. So after a while, I don't know, probably 20 minutes, then you do it again, and it only takes 5 seconds. So that is fine. So does this actually give you an advantage in games? Well, this has still to be seen. Again, the purpose of this video is to show you, does it work as advertised? And yes, it does. What I can tell you, it does feel more immersive, that you actually do have to move your body around, right? If you want to walk to there, then well, I have to move my body there. And in the first beginning, I must tell you, I had to somehow get used to it, because normally I just stand and then my thumb does all the movements, right? But now, really having to change your body direction, it is first of all something that you have to get used to, but I did get used to it pretty fast, and then it did feel more immersive, right? Because, yeah, well, in reality, we also have to move our bodies. So, well, that is good. But if you have an advantage, you have to see for your game, and I cannot judge on this. Again, just telling you here, yes, this works and the software is very well done. I like the calibration. Very nice. Yeah, how expensive is this going to be? Well, they didn't tell me yet, and we're going to find out more once we will be able to purchase this. So absolutely stay tuned to this channel for sure. I'm going to let you know when this goes for sale. I believe that you can already log in that you want to buy it, and then they will go in that order when you logged in your purchase intent. So I'm going to leave these the links to this down in the description of this video. All right, and that's it for this video. So again, in a nutshell, yes, this works, and well, we can look forward to the final version. I really hope that this video was informative for you and that you liked it. If yes, absolutely make some noise for the algorithm. Give it a thumbs up, and also do leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know, for example, is it something that would interest you, and would this give you an edge in the games that you play? Please do let me know. Also, of course, if you want more of my content, why don't you become a member of the MRTV Elite at mrtvelite.com. That's my Patreon channel. Only is going to set you back $1. And, well, you're going to get way more content, behind the scenes videos. And yeah, it's worth it. I believe it's absolutely worth it. Other than that, if you really have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, then do so now. And also click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my videos. And now I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.